Hi, you're going to have to forgive any eclectic music you can hear in the background. This is not my choice. I'm not doing a backing track for this video, but I've got a fate going off over the back garden somewhere. But I really wanted to record this video today because something came to mind when I saw a friend of mine who's in very early stages of pregnancy. And she was telling me today how utterly frustrating it's been that all of a sudden everybody seems to feel they've got a right to comment about her weight and her bump size. And some people had been surprised that she was showing her pregnancy perhaps bigger than other people might, and that they all of a sudden have a right to touch her bump too. So I left there feeling sort of, quite sympathetic to her, but also realising how alike that is with eating disorders and how careful we have to be about making assumptions about people's shape and size and what that says about where somebody might be in a recovery journey. And I'm sure, as anybody who has had an eating disorder will know, that actually people feel they have a right to comment on how bad you look, how poorly you look, how skinny you look, or indeed to utter comments like, "Oh, I'm surprised, I couldn't have told," or "You're not that skinny." I've heard them all, believe me. I think for anybody who's watching this video who is a friend, a carer, or somebody who knows somebody that they feel is going through a eating disorder or just is slightly suspicious, do be really careful with the dialogue you use. The very nature of an eating disorder is that the gremlin on the shoulder can very easily have you thinking, well, actually, I'm not that poorly, and perhaps I don't exhibit enough of a look that might suggest I'm suffering from an eating disorder. And the point being, eating disorders don't have a look. So they're not the emaciated figure that perhaps, we were taught to assume that was the case. Eating disorders show themselves in all sorts of ways, and you cannot possibly know what is going on in someone's life just by their external figure. In the same way that I rant about the problem with BMI is because it's just one facet of an eating disorder. So I think if you do want to comment about where somebody is and your concern around their journey with an eating disorder, just have a think about the choice of words you're using and how susceptible somebody might be to you reacting to what their shape or their figure or their size might seem to be. At the end of the day, if somebody is in restriction, no matter what size of their body, that is an eating disorder manifestation. So, we are all in all different types of body, and it's only when we are no longer in mental hunger, it's only when we are no longer restricting, purging, or compromising our body, that then the body is in the size it's meant to be, the shape it's meant to be. And that may be very different from one person to the next. So please, however much you think you know about eating disorders and however much you think you might have an idea in your mind of how somebody with anorexia or bulimia might look, we are all different, just as all pregnant ladies are different, be they in month 1 or month 9. So don't judge, consider carefully and choose those words. Thank you.